Hello there and welcome to the first ever Geordie Media. I'm Paul and this is my co-host Ben.
Hello.
PlayStation 5, I haven't been able to get one because, Scalpers are scum and they've took them all, and like that's genuinely devastating. Like I'm refreshing Smiths every day because it's January now.
Yeah.
So I'm like refresh. Why isn't the PlayStations? But it's because Scalpers have set up bots because, with what's going on in the world, everyone's desperate for some entertainment, so they'll pay over the odds, and like they're paying like 200% more than what they would because Scalpers have got all the PlayStations, which is scummy.
I was playing some Battlefield with a friend, and his brother is like a very casual gamer, so he comes on very rarely. Like I wouldn't even say once a week.
Yeah.
And he was on, and he obviously doesn't follow the news, so he has no idea. He didn't know anything about the Scalpers.
Right.
He was just like, well, why can't I buy one? Like, why not I go into a shop? Why are they sold out? And like he was like, and it was quite interesting to see that perspective of somebody who wasn't aware of that.
Mhm.
So obviously I got to explain why obviously it's not, you kind of just go into a shop. But he was just under the impression they just hadn't made any. He was just like, oh well, they've only made like 1,000 or something because it's just not in any shops. Like,
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's Scalpers have made. Was it IGN reported 28 million? Like they've made in profit because the bots can buy them so fast. They can also advertise them straight away on eBay. So it literally buys them and then puts up an advert for
It's ridiculous, man.
At over the odds.
Yeah,
it's like the Series S obviously is what's that in the UK, 250 quid.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one for me in particular stings when I see that and they're advertising it for 400 quid. I'm like, the whole point of that console is that it's dirt cheap. The second you pay over the odds, that is not a worthwhile purchase at all. The others I can kind of understand. Like if I had a lot of expendable income, I could see myself going for a PlayStation. Like, all right, well I'll pay 100 quid more or something maybe.
Yeah,
but not for the Series S.
Well, that's it. I mean,
250 quid, and they're like 500 quid for the Series X. Series S, no, thank you.
Well, it's the entry point to next gen for like the casual gamer, isn't it? It's like, oh, you don't want to drop all this money, and that's why it's there. And Scalpers like, oh, coronavirus, you dickhead. Let's put it up to 500 quid. And I mean, I think it's stupid that people are paying that, but I also understand it because a lot of people want to be, like the first people to play it. Because I wanted to be the first person to play a new gen console because I never have before. So that's why I got the Series X, literally because that was all I could get, or I would have had the PlayStation. Yeah. But I mean,
I know, I'm so jealous. I got nothing. I'm just sat here playing my like Nintendo 64 and crying.
Still better a COD than me on Nintendo 64.
Have you ever tried GoldenEye on a 65-inch TV? It looks horrific. Like Pierce Brosnan's like face was not going to be stretched like that.
It was not. Like that is the stuff of nightmares. It's my sleep demon. That it really is. No, but
the only thing that looks true to character is Jaws. I'm like, yeah, he looks as fucked up as
and rightly so. But no, I mean, like seriously, the Scalpers, man. It's just it speaks volumes to the world we live in, where people are just out for themselves. They're not thinking, we're in a pandemic and 2020 is a dog shit year for everyone. They're not thinking like that. It's just like, well, I'm out for me.
Wasn't it that Scalper? I don't know if it was like, if he was a troll or whatever, but he posted something like, well, you've got to think of it in the case of some parents are making money from this. So it's the difference between some parents, putting kids on that meals on their kids' plates for Christmas, scalping, and you're like, what?
Yeah, what?
Like, so the bare level entry for scalping, you have to be able to afford a couple of PlayStations. So if you can afford a couple of PlayStations, I'm pretty sure you should be feeding your kids.
Exactly. Yeah, like, Dad, can I have some more? No, man, I've got 7 PlayStations to buy.
Lots of... Is it Homer on The Simpsons where he's like, money can buy lots of peanuts, and he's like, explain how? He's like, money can be exchanged for goods and services. Like if you've got 500 quid that you could spend on a PlayStation, buy your kids a bloody McDonald's.
Well, that's like, it. Christ. But no, I'm just feeding me kids. Like, what are you feeding your kids? Like the most expensive caviar. Do you know what I mean? Do they need wine or some shit? Like expensive French wine? Like that makes literally zero sense.
There's just this family like Hills Have Eyes style who just live off PlayStation 5s in the woods. They're just eating them. 28 million PS5s.
Yeah, this doesn't taste next gen. Tastes just like the last one.
Yeah, exactly. This gives us the same indigestion as the 1S.
Yeah, exactly. That's ridiculous. Well, they've got mouths to feed. Well, yeah, don't buy 20 PlayStation 5s, you nutcase. Just buy one. I'm going to miss food this week. Like, well, if your dad had just bought food instead of PlayStation 5s, you wouldn't be starving. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
Just all these thin kids watching their dad playing Dark Souls in 4K.
On 10 different consoles, like just moving an inch on each one every time. This game's going to take me years to complete, but it's worth it. They're just lying on the floor, just malnutritioned. Poor children.
I'm so tired. It's like, shut up, I'm playing. There's no
playing
loading
for
screens, no time to make your tea.
That's another good point, actually. Like, my health is getting a little bit better because I'm not like getting up to like get a snack because there's no loading times on the Series X. I'm just like, oh, I'm straight in the game, wicked. So I'm not like,
it is quite like on the worst for me is Call of Duty. So if I have like say some sweets in front of us, every time I die, I'll eat some.
Same.
And I'll demolish a bag in one game because I suck.
Same. I had some Sour Patch Kids and I poured them in a bowl, and every time I died, I was like, oh, for God's sake. And then I was like, nourishment. And then the bag was gone before the end of the round.
Snapping it.
Yeah. I was like 12 and 14.
Again. Like every game ever.
Yeah, like every game. I'll have you know, I came second once about 10 years ago when nobody else was playing but me and the bots.
Are you talking about the game or are you just bragging about your girlfriend?
Yeah, just this one time Claire was happier. But yeah,
never
man.
Again.
In summation, like Scalpers, that's scum. And if you scalped a PlayStation, you're the worst, and I hate you because I don't have one and neither does Ben. So yeah. Go fuck yourself.
So this year we should have one by June.
Yeah, man. Oh, I mean, I've got the money sat waiting. I just need some stock. Like, I genuinely cannot wait to get one. I need it. I don't know why I do, but I do, and it's going to solve all my problems.
Yeah, you still believe it's going to solve all your problems. That's what it is.
And then I'll get it in and be like, wait,
get it, and you'll be like, oh.
Yeah, I'm still suicidal. What? So it said it's.
Wait a second. This didn't cure my depression.
That was fantastic.
And that's the episode.
Thanks for watching.